Here's a great smoothie recipe if you're looking for one. I've been eating these for about probably 2 years or more, just about every day for first meal, and they're great. So it's trying to get all the nutrients of like a salad and all the things you can, be fairly low glycemic, get a lot of fiber without having to eat all that stuff. But so here are the ingredients: some green tea, put in there, some beets, raw beets, sweet potato, raw sweet potato, not the whole thing, of course, just cut off some chunks, some carrots, usually one or two. It's up to you, depends on how much volume and fiber you want. Some ginger root, just a little bit. It's very potent. You got to be careful with it. Acquired taste. Greens, frozen spinach, or during the season, out in my garden, kale, collard greens, chard, whatever you got. And then some water. I usually use hot water because you can use less of it and counteract the frozen ingredients as well. I don't want to water down the taste, so I use hot water. Coconut oil is really good if you got that. A couple of spoonfuls in there. Or coconut cream, I recommend. These in Tetra Packs. They're great. Taste really good. Nice and smooth, creamy. Coconut milk in the cans, I don't recommend that. I'd go for the cream or the oil. So also tons of berries. So in the end, this is going to have a berry taste, which is the intent. So dark sweet cherries. I got a berry blend here of blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. And I like more of a blueberry flavor, so of course I put in more blueberries. Also, I like kiwi, so I'm going to throw in a kiwi with skin on, extra fiber. It'll blast it all to pieces. And then some protein powder, which I put in at the end. It's up to you if you want to put that in there. Or you can put Greek yogurt instead, which is a good substitute. Olive oil. For good fats, I'll put in that in addition to the coconut cream or instead. It just depends. Here's the kiwi. I was talking about that guy. Going to get blasted. Then you got honey. Look at it. It's like magic. This is how magic tricks are done, by the way. The honey's not for sweetener. It's actually, if you get local unsweetened honey, the idea is the pollen in the honey from the bees creates in small doses over time kind of a not an immunity, but a tolerance, and helps your allergies. So a little bit of that just for that purpose. All right, so I put in the green tea. Rip the bags open, of course. You don't put in the bags. All right, and then the carrots, and then the kiwi. Leave all the skins on. They're going to get blasted. Sweet potato, a little bit in there. Beets, about that much. That cup is 3 cups all the way to the top, by the way, just for proportion's sake, if you're wondering. That's the ginger root, small piece, because the ginger and the beets are very potent, so you got to be careful with those and kind of experiment and ratchet it up in baby steps, maybe. Acquired taste. Spinach, that's frozen spinach. That's probably, what, a cup and a half? There's your salad all thrown in there, and you're not really going to taste it. Hot water, there you go. Steaming mug of hot water. Throw that in there. The actual blender shape helps, too. That's cool noise, right? So once it's done, the blender shape helps. This is a Breville Hemisphere, which is kind of a rival of Vitamix. The rounded bottom bowl is kind of the new innovation, but it helps mix it up. Anyway, yeah, it looks like swamp water and probably tastes just as disgusting. So here, add some berries, dark cherries. Yeah, about that much. Throw that in there. But anyway, back to the blender. You can get this for probably less than half the price of a Vitamix, and it's rated and tested to be on par with it, and I like it a lot. So here's the berry mix, which is probably, what, 1.5 cups, and that's blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries mixed. And then I'm going to do the same portion, probably about 1.5 cups of blueberries, because I like more blueberry taste. And if you got fresh berries, great. You just won't have to use as much water because it won't be frozen. Otherwise, it really won't blend up. So the water, you'll have to figure out yourself whether you're using frozen ingredients or not. This is not yogurt. This is actually the coconut cream I keep in the yogurt container. That's probably about 1/4 cup. I love it. Tastes great. It's good fats, coconut fats, or the olive oil fats. And go ahead and blast that up for another minute or so, whatever that takes. Okay, now you got kind of close to your final product. It's going to look and taste a lot better. A little squeeze of the honey. Again, that's not for sweetness. The protein powder actually that I use has sucralose in it, which is plenty sweet and actually probably a little too much, but there's a protein powder. So all in all, you're going to get a lot of sweetener. But you can figure out if you want to add that or not. Now, this is an important step. I recommend when you blend the protein mixes, you don't do it more than like 10 seconds and do it on the lowest speed, because I find it really aerates the mix and it gets too many bubbles and air in it, and it tastes different, and it just makes you, it's just not good consistency. There you go. It makes about 3 cups of this stuff, which is very filling, and it's got all your fats, your low glycemic carbs, and it's got tons of protein. Enjoy.